Hello and welcome to the 167th St. Patrick's Day Parade in San Francisco. My name is Donagh McKeown. We begin our day at St. Patrick's Church, Mission Street in San Francisco.
You have the vast approval.
Thank you very much.
Hey, talking about the Irish here in San Francisco. Really contribution. You yourself, third generation Irish.
Good morning, Bill Welch. Your Grand Marshal, your big day has arrived. How are you feeling?
Well, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling proud. I'm feeling honored.
You've been in this parade before in different capacity?
Correct, yes. I used to have a convertible and I used to drive the former chief of police for a number of years.
And are you driving your own car today?
No, I'll be in a collector car, 1956 green Packard.
Well, have a good day. We'll see you later on.
Good, thank you.
Liam, the big day's arrived. Is all the work over? How are you feeling?
Well, it is amazing. Up until yesterday, all the phone calls this morning, but it's a parade. So I tell everybody, follow the person in front of you and we'll get to the end. So today it's pretty funny, it's kind of a calming effect on me because everything has been done and now's the day to come out and celebrate with the family and have a great time.
And we're about to go into the service that's the traditional start of St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, we're going into St. Patrick's Mass that starts at 9 o'clock. Then afterwards we'll have a reception downstairs and then on to the parade at 2nd and Market at 11:30.
Well, the best of luck today, Liam. And as for the following, you're the man in front, so everybody has to follow you.
Exactly. I just can't make the wrong turn.
Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Peace be with you. And with your spirit. Happy St. Patrick's Day. And unusually, it is St. Patrick's Day, which is great. It is my privilege to be back, to be invited. I'm the only Irishman with a name that's from England. Not quite, I think there's a few of them around. But Justice, we're 200 years in West Cork, we claimed. I had someone last year tell me that it was really East Cork, Mill Street, and one of them headed to New England and married an Irish Catholic girl. So that's why I'm in this church. But the other side of me is from the north, but that was Catholic all the time. So I'm Irish. It is a pleasure. And it's also a pleasure to have with us the Honorable Robert O'Driscoll, Consul General, with us, and Heather Humphreys, representing the Irish Republic, to be with us. And thank you for the long flight and to be with us. And of course, our own Irish Mayor, Mark Farrell, and thank you. And Eddie Powers, the Rose of Tralee, from San Francisco, 2008. And all of us.
Very much welcome to this day on St. Patrick's Day. It's not very often that St. Patrick's Day, it all happens at the one time. At the march and the parade here in San Francisco was on the exact same day. There had been a parade here in Ireland earlier. My name is Donagh McKeown. You're very welcome to this live stream. We're going to be bringing you some of the action that happens here at our beautiful City Hall. If we can get a look at the City Hall here, we can kind of see that the Irish flag is flying up there. It's been raised about a week and a half ago, Friday week ago, special occasion. We have a little bit of kind of video footage about that. Maybe you'd like to see that.
relationship with Cork came right out of the Irish Cultural Centre in this city. There was a dinner. Who was there? Johnny Moylan, I think, for Jack Lynch. And I was sitting next to him. And I said to my husband, do you think I ought to ask about a sister city? He said, sure, go ahead. So I turned around and I asked him about the possibilities of a sister city. And he said, done. And that's how the relationship with Cork started. And that's how 200 people came over. So keep it going, everybody, and happy St. Patrick's Day.
Thank you for coming. There are so many people to welcome here, and I see so many people in the audience, so 1,000 welcomes to all of you, because I cannot name every single one of them, you that are here. But I do want to say a few special thanks and welcomes. First of all, to our Consul General, Mr. Driscoll, welcome. To Liam Frost from our United Irish Societies, welcome, Liam. To Dermot Philpott from our Cork Sister City Committee. And so many from Celine is here from our Irish Immigration Pastoral Center. And there are many others. I do want to welcome as well our Grand Marshal, Mr. Wells. Congratulations. We look forward to the parade. So with that, I would like to bring up someone who has been to San Francisco. This is his first St. Patrick's Day celebrations here in our great city, but has already become a great friend to our Irish community. We've been able to spend a number of times together, and really excited about working with him. Our new Consul General, Robert Driscoll.
Ahorja Ginushla, Mayor Farrell. It's great to say that. Commissioner Robert Driscoll, Lord Consul na Hare in San Francisco. My name is Robert O'Driscoll. I'm the Irish Consul General here in San Francisco, and it is with huge pride that I'm here today representing the Irish government in this Hall na Cathrach in San Francisco, the City Hall of San Francisco. And I want to, of course, recognise all the elected officials who are here, including, of course, Declan Carney from up in Belfast. And I want to thank you, everyone, for coming here today. Your presence here today really speaks in a great deal to the depth of our relationship and how strong it is today. So, Gurb Míle Hagwibh from all of our community to you. Gurb Míle Hagwibh. This is my first St. Patrick's Day in America. My previous St. Patrick's Days have been in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, and in Abu Dhabi, UAE. So I thought to myself, this will be fine. I'll ask my Vice Consul about what his experience is. His previous experience was in Freetown, Sierra Leone. So we come not appreciating just how incredible a celebration it is here. And it's particularly incredible because we have, I suppose, Mayor Farrell here, who goes in a long tradition of Irish mayors going back as far as Frank McCoppin in 1867. And of course, as the mayor said, it is very sad that Mayor Lee is not with us today. The last time I was here with Mayor Lee was when the Taoiseach was here in November, and we stood down there, and the Taoiseach commented that Mayor Lee had been in Ireland so much he'd almost picked up a Cork brogue.
This is the 167th St. Patrick's Day season. When I look around, I said it at the dinner that people like you 167 years ago decided to have a St. Patrick's Day, and it's continued along because of the people like yourselves. And in a little while we're going to see some dancers that are going to come out, the kids, and they're going to perform for you because of their mentors, the Murphy and the Keneally School of Dancing. We'll also listen to the Celtic dancers, and we'll have the bagpipers out here. But that's the reason that this has gone on for 167 years. It's because of them, people like you, and then mentoring the young kids. So from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate everything you do. Thank you.
Let's give him a huge round of applause again.
And we're here today in City Hall in San Francisco. This is a building that has a huge amount of Irish history. The first Irish-born mayor of a major city anywhere in America was here in 1867. It was Frank McCoppin. When you walk in the front door here, you see a statue of Michael O'Shaughnessy, a Limerick man who came and made the Hetchy Dam here, made this city what it is today. So we're here today for the flag raising with Mayor Farrow, Supervisor Sheehy, Collection Senator Feinstein was here as well. Just celebrating our Irish heritage here in the city and the really close links between Ireland and San Francisco even to today. The next week is going to be, I'm really looking forward to my first St. Patrick's Day here, and the next week is going to be full of, there's the parade obviously next Saturday. I'm really looking forward to marching that. Minister Heather Humphreys will be here representing the Irish government, and also a number of other events and lunches celebrating what it is to be Irish and celebrating our community here and how much our community, people from all sides of the community, have helped make this city such a great place. So I'm delighted to be here with my wife Kiva for our first St. Patrick's Day in San Francisco.
I'm Donagh McKeown, and you're very welcome to St. Patrick's Day here in San Francisco. It's my fourth, but it's the city's 167th. 167 years ago, there were men, women marching along the streets of San Francisco, proud to be Irish in what is a very Irish city. I want to talk to a lady who will be in the parade later on. Her name is Valerie McGrew. Valerie is the Vice President of the United Irish Societies. Those are the folks who actually run this event every year. That society has been going in its present form for about 50 years or so. Before that, all sorts of organisations. I caught up with Valerie earlier in the week and she told me a little bit about what goes on at the parade.
My name's Valerie McGrew. I'm the Vice President of the United Irish Societies of San Francisco. There's been a parade in San Francisco almost since there's been a city of San Francisco. I think it's been 167 years that we've had a parade in San Francisco. And at the current time, I think it symbolizes the community feeling that the Irish have in San Francisco and the relationship with the other communities in San Francisco. Because if you go to the parade, you will see people of all ethnic groups out there enjoying it and celebrating St. Patrick. The theme this year is building communities. And that's symbolized, I think, by the people who do come out from all communities in San Francisco. The parade to me has a lot to do with my family. Whenever I come out there, I think of my grandmother taking me to the parade when I was a little girl and standing outside the Emporium, which doesn't exist anymore. And this year, my brother and a few of my relatives are going to be marching with me, and it's very special. I first walked in the parade with the Rebel Cork ladies about 5 years ago. And the first time I walked down Market Street, it made me really proud that I was representing Irish Americans in not only San Francisco, but in the whole country. And I don't often feel that. The Rebel Cork Ladies Association has been around for about 100 years. It's a benevolent association, and they were founded before there was social welfare system, before there was welfare, before there was anything to help immigrants. And the immigrants came from different countries, not only Ireland, but from different countries in Europe, and they would get together, and they would pool their money. It was like an insurance policy. They would pay their dues, and then if something happens, they get sick or pass away, they would get money to support their families. Now it's more of a social club, and people from County Cork or the descendants of people from County Cork get together and celebrate their heritage.
And that's where your roots come from?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So tell me, it's a secret society?
It is a secret society. We have a password and a secret handshake. And although lately none of us can remember the password, so I don't know. Our day starts at 9 o'clock at St. Patrick's Church with a Mass. And it's a beautiful Mass. Whether or not you're Catholic or whether you're religious, it's a wonderful event. We have bagpipers, and we have the Celtic choir singing. And St. Patrick's means a lot to the Irish in San Francisco. It was probably the original parish church for many people in South of Market. That's in 100 years ago or so, that's where they lived before the earthquake. Most of the Irish working class people lived south of Market. The original St. Patrick's was destroyed during the earthquake, but the new one that was built is outstanding, with stained glass windows representing all the saints in Ireland. And it's the place that my great-grandparents got married, so it's always also a special for me to go there. My primary responsibility is fundraising, I would say. The other one is just basically coordinating all kinds of projects that we work on. We have several events that we participate in, not only the Mass and the parade, and then the festival that follows the parade. We also visit 4 convalescent homes in San Francisco, and we put on a show for them, a St. Patrick's Day show, which is really fun. And we have a memorial for Father Peter York. And in September, we also have a memorial day for Robert Emmet. Peter York was a remarkable person. He came from Galway. His father, I think his grandfather was from the Netherlands. But he followed his mother out here to San Francisco after his father died. She came out here. And he fell in love with the city. He thought it was so beautiful. And he became a parish priest, but not only a parish priest, he was also the editor of the Leader newspaper, and which was an Irish Catholic newspaper. And he was instrumental in advocating for a lot of social justice in a lot of different areas, including the rights of the Irish in Ireland. For him, it took the form of Irish republicanism. But he also advocated for the rights of the Jews in Russia who were being victims of pogroms. He was really a remarkable person. And he also was involved in the establishment of the Catholic school system in San Francisco, which was another huge thing that he did. While he was editor of the Leader, he got in a dispute with the editor of the Monitor, which was the official Catholic paper in San Francisco. And interestingly enough, it wasn't about war and peace or anything really significant, but it was about who was going to run the St. Patrick's Day Parade. The St. Patrick's, as I mentioned, the St. Patrick's Day Parade has been organized by some form of the United Irish Societies for 167 years. However, the Hibernians decided that they wanted to have a separate parade. And so the 2 editors got into this very bitter dispute. The Hibernians had their parade. There was 2 parades. It kind of fizzled. It didn't work out. But as a result of this, he was fired from his role as the leader. Well, he was removed by the Archbishop, who was technically his boss.
And we're back live as the first of the parade arrives here at the start of the actual event. If I stand out of shot here, you'll be able to see some of those people. And those are our police officers. I hope we're catching those okay. Leading the band today was Brendan O'Leary, of course. And these gentlemen would have played this morning at the St. Patrick's Day Mass, which was in St. Patrick's, overseen by Bishop Justice. Quite a crowd of people at that. Established, as you can see, in 1932. Quite a few of these folks will be from different counties of Ireland. Very proud day to represent your county by walking in the parade with these beautiful flags.
You're watching the 167th St. Patrick's Day Parade in San Francisco. Our coverage returns in a few moments.